Well, hello there, amazing students. Dr. J here, coming to you in a little bit of a casual, informal format, a little bit different from what some of my videos are when I talk to the class, but had some things going on for me in the past couple of weeks, and I wanted to take an opportunity to share some pieces of my journey as it relates to advocacy, because right now I am I'm in it. Let's just say that on a few levels. And over the past week, I definitely had some things impact me and impact my family that has certainly been very difficult to manage. And through this, I found that the class, obviously, my students are very important to me, and I find that I have inspiration through this class. This particular class, psychology and social identity, is absolutely my favorite class to teach. I've been a teacher for 10 years, and this has become my favorite class to teach, as it gives us an opportunity to take some of our concepts that we learn in the classroom into the real world, so to speak, or talk about what we plan to do in the real world. And today, I wanted to share with you a little bit of advocacy from my perspective and in terms of my journey. I wrote a couple of notes, and advocacy to me is taking a stand for what you believe in your heart, your inner truth. And so sometimes you have to fight for something, for what you believe to be the best, or what you believe to be true inside, despite any all adversity that hits you. And we've been talking in the course, particularly in the last week or two, about the types of theories that will impact your advocacy. And I have to say, I've given this a lot of thought, as honestly, as I read some of your submissions. I see this on a lot of different levels sometimes. And one of the things that I know that is impacting me most of all is, I think, in terms of Gestalt theory. So for those of you who are not so familiar with Gestalt theory, it's a little bit of a branch of cognitive theory in a sense, but we tend to look at the big picture in Gestalt theory. We tend to see things from another perspective, the higher good, so to speak. The sum of the whole is bigger than the individual parts. And when you're impacted with some personal challenges, I'm finding sometimes you have to really consider that. You have to look at things from the big picture and see how this will impact not just me, but the family, or my mom in this particular case. And I'm finding that personal discovery is really what has been the good that's come out of this. And to catch you all up, my mother was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer on December 24th, just a little over 3 months ago. So it was not a great phone call to get. I was visiting for the holidays from some travels, actually, and some things got cut short. And it's been a little bit of a roller coaster over the past couple of months. We started an aggressive chemotherapy treatment because she was a surgical candidate on January 2nd. And it has been a rocky, rough ride from there, with a lot of support and a lot of help from some friends. But it has been very, very difficult. And some things have happened in the last couple of weeks that really kind of shifted some of the dynamics here, as my mom's cancer is quite aggressive. We're learning her time is quite limited, unfortunately, these days. But we've had a couple of hiccups along the way in terms of health, and I found myself for the first time having to become an advocate for my mom, for her health care, as things are becoming more challenging and more complex. I'm finding that my biggest advocacy right now is my love and my passion for my mother, and trying to ensure that she's getting the things that she needs. I will say from experience, and I'm on the campus of St. Joseph Medical Center here in Southern California. I do have actually some family that work in this facility, which is helpful, but do have some colleagues that work here, but I don't have as much, I guess, influence or support in terms of relationships at this facility that I might have perhaps in a home facility in Tampa or so forth, Tampa General or some of the places that I've worked. And so I'm a complete outsider in this facility, but having the opportunity to consult with her physicians on a deeper level has really enabled me to be a stronger, better advocate, because I can interact with her care team on a professional level. And I really inspire you all to listen to how I'm talking about this, to take the time to really know your craft, really know your profession, really know your discipline, because it will help you tremendously for yourself. Obviously, in that case, it's helping me as an individual navigate through this system and ensure that my mother gets everything that she needs and deserves, as well as maintain a good relationship with her physicians, or with her nurses, with her care providers that are here. So it's been a rocky road, to say the least, but one of the reasons why I wanted to share this with you all today is because I really felt that I wanted to share a little piece of my journey, because you deserve to learn from real world experience. Advocacy in your lives will probably change dramatically as you progress throughout your education, and certainly as you progress through your lives. You're going to find advocacy on different levels. Obviously, I don't have any doubt here that faced with a similar circumstances that you certainly would jump in and lend support to a family member or a loved one. But at times it really changes your perspective when you're talking about a terminal illness, because obviously I want the best for my mother on multiple levels, but now we're dealing with something that is quite serious, and decisions that we're making right now in terms of palliative care and hospice care can have some significant implications. I am sad to report, but also a little bit relieved that she is officially entered palliative care today. So that doesn't mean that her situation is not severe. It is. As I've talked with her, we are fighting right now in this moment, but we know the journey is coming to an end. And I can tell you I'm learning a lot about my own personal identity and my own personal advocacy along the way. So I do plan to share a little bit more of my journey. This has been very impromptu, completely unplanned, until, well, about 9 o'clock this morning. I decided I was going to do a video today for you all at some time, at some level. I really just wanted to take part in the learning experience with the class and share how I'm impacted by these things, as I know that you are all as well. And I look at every opportunity in this world as an opportunity to learn and grow. So do take on your submissions this week. I am happy and pleased to share that you all have supported me well as I was grading over this weekend. And yes, I was pushing the envelope with all that happened. I was very pleased overall with the level of submissions that the class has really taken in. A lot of feedback over the last couple of weeks, and really put that feedback into your submission. So thank you for that, because it helps me greatly, and I'm able to continue to maintain a high level of support to you all in the classroom and still be here for my family. So I do thank you for that. So again, I do plan to share a little bit more of my journey as I go, and I appreciate your support, and I look forward to seeing your submissions this week.